check.
Oh, damn.
What? It's not battery's dying?
I forgot pants.
Oh, you're so funny. Camo
That wasn't
pants.
funny. Don't give me that.
I was being sarcastic.
I know.
So you're not funny. It wasn't that funny.
You're always sarcastic.
Me?
Can't stand that about you.
You think I'm sarcastic a lot?
I wouldn't say a lot.
I don't think I'm serious a lot. Most of the time, I'm never that serious. Because if I don't have to be.
No. I joke around a lot, too. Sometimes I get in trouble for it.
We got in trouble recently for it.
Now, you ever, like when you joke around with your girl too much and she yells at you?
Yeah.
Does she?
Yeah.
Actually?
It depends.
I feel like you don't be joking around that much. I feel like you have your goofy moments.
I do. Yeah, my goofy moments, and I have like my quiet moments. I think I get that from like the split of my mom and dad. My dad's really to himself, very quiet, does his own thing. Like when I was growing up, my friends always thought like that I'd never seen your dad.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was the one working. My mom was a stay-at-home mom, and they're also like two. He's like a stone cold killer in a mafia or something like that. That's what they thought of him, and he wasn't. He's not a mafia guy.
Oh, are you sure about that?
I'm positive. Trust me. He doesn't like. There's no one comes over to the house. My parents have like barely any friends. They're cool with it, and they're not weird either. I'd be honest if I thought my parents were like a little weird.
That's how my
But you
parents
guys
are.
aren't. Yeah,
Same
no,
way.
they're cool with each other and us.
My dad sticks to himself, just fishes.
My dad's cool. Like, he's funny when you talk to him, but, like, he won't just speak unless he's spoken to. You know what I mean? Like, he won't just, like, out of nowhere say anything.
You know why? Bro's at peace.
Yeah, that's it. And sometimes he'll make a fart noise to, like, break ice and just be goofy. And he'll laugh at it. He just thinks that's funny as hell. But other than that, like, my mom's the yapper. She'd be the one that talks to anybody, just yap about anything. She's the social butterfly.
Yes, we're fairly similar when it comes to that. Same exact thing.
Like parents?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Your dad's quiet, or it's the opposite?
Dad's quiet, mom talks a lot.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. I'm not saying nothing wrong, Mom.
Yeah.
She be watching the pods.
They know that. They know that about themselves.
Of course.
And they don't hang out with anyone either. Like, my dad had a few friends, and they come and go. But, like, if they don't align with, like, the type of guy he is at the end of the day and his morals and whatever, he'll just be like, I'm good.
That's a good point. Like
I'm
my
good.
dad, if you don't fish, get out of here.
Yeah, if you don't bench, get out of here. That's what my dad does. Is bench press and mow the lawn.
You still be working out?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yes, just hit 335
On bench?
on bench.
How many
Again.
pec tears?
No pec tears.
Great genetics. Wow.
I know. He had the strength genetic, for sure.
That's good. You know, I kind of want to do like a road to 315 bench. I've never hit 315.
That's a good series.
I was thinking about you know what's crazy? First off, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Think With a Pump. We got our pump, and now we pod.
It's like, what's
Okay.
going on, guys?
I always do it like
I know,
that. Like,
I know. I
What's
think it's
going
funny.
on, guys? But anyway, I feel like I always say like we don't even need an intro at this point, but I just like doing it. Anyway,
It's a meme.
so during like my peak bulk during this series, I was testing my strength, and I did 225 just to see how many times I could rep it. I got 7. Right?
Okay.
Not great.
Okay.
All right, it looks like wow.
I
Adorable.
expected more, to be honest, but that's fine.
Just hold up. Well, I think when we did it with Togi, I got like 5. So
Oh, wow.
I got 7 right there,
That's good.
and Colin grabbed it on the 8th one. Yeah, he's not a great spotter.
That happened to me
Awful spotter.
recently.
In fact, they had this. He never like. Let me sit back. He never allows you to like grind it out. As soon as he sees you like come to any sort of halt, grabs it. Like
Really?
doesn't like guide you. Grabs it. And did that with this guy who was benching 405. He was a football player. 405 in the gym. He got 2 reps of 405. Very impressive. And then the 3rd rep, he kind of like did exactly like I did, and like kind of started slowing down. Colin just grabbed it.
Yeah.
I was like, Colin, you can't be. That embarrasses me.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I
yes,
mean?
of course.
'Cause I was working out with Colin, and he asked him for a spot. I was like, you can't spot. You know what? I'll spot for now on. Anyway, I got off track. But in my last vlog, it should be out by the time you see this. If not really a big deal. I did 225 again, and I failed my 12th rep.
Oh, that's good.
So I got 11 reps.
There we go.
But it's weird because like I was almost like peak bulk when I tried that.
Doesn't matter.
I know. But
Because you didn't need to be peak bulk to hit 11 reps. Honestly, okay, I wouldn't I wouldn't say maybe at your peak shred, but like it's just because of your training style.
You know what it is? I think I'm strong in triceps.
The lockout's easy. Getting it off your chest is tough.
I went a little closer with the grip.
Okay. Okay, that's why then.
I think so.
Yeah, if you have a close grip, you're probably gonna nail the second half pretty quick. It's just getting it from here and off, and then the rest of it's tries.
Anyways, what I was getting at, rode the 315 bench. I think it'd be cool. I don't think it would be like a series I would harp on.
Yeah.
You know, like cut versus bulk. But I think I could do it for like short form, you know, try it out every single week until I get there.
Super relatable.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, it starts off 225, like that's the benchmark.
Yep.
Then it's 315, and then you got the big ass people at 405 and then 5 plates, which is insane when you think about it.
Entire life will never hit
Yeah.
405.
You never hit 405, right?
No.
Pussy.
if I like committed to a bulk and like had like an actual structure bench routine, you know, bench twice or 3 times a week even, because like when you want to increase your bench, you got to bench all the time, and if you go off of that, then your bench is gonna dip. It's very like it's repetitive if you want to like maximize like your strength in that specific movement. But 405, no. The best I've ever did, ass off the bench, 375, heavy as fuck. But like I did it at like 175 body weight, so that
Good
was like
stuff.
yeah.
Good stuff. I can't hate on that. I was gonna try to come up with a joke, but that's good.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember it, but yeah, heavy as hell. But that's what I did. That's how I grew up. That's how I got into lifting, was just benching, benching heavy.
How long ago was that?
375.
Yeah,
Before pec tear.
before
So,
back
like,
there. Oh, so that's when you were.
So probably 2018.
That's when you were still on Psycho.
Yeah, for sure. No, dude. I'm not-
Clip it.
Don't clip it, because it's not fucking real.
Clip it. Ant.
No, dude. I mean, that's all I pretty much did. Like, was just focus on benching. Like, that was just my favorite thing to do. So 375 in my head isn't that impressive. But then again, I was such a light body weight. If I were to bulk to 190, I probably could have hit like 405.
I don't know if I ever discussed this. The reason like I kind of stopped bitching was watching a bench injury. It was watching a pec tear. Me and Colin were grinding every day during the summer. We were working turf at the time. So, like, dude, we were in the hot sun all day. Like, 8 a.m. rolls around because we would show up at 7. 8 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock. My shirt, there was no more dry spots to wipe my face. I'm already drenched. Louisiana, how humid it is, especially in the summer. That's when we were working. Miserable. But, dude, it was, like, the most motivated I've ever been to go to the gym. No reason,
Really?
like no specific reason, was just I love the gym. I loved, like, I would physical labor all day, and then it was like when I was like starting to see results, because I was like seeing more and more veins because I was sweating so much. And I was eating like shit, but I was eating a lot of calories because, like, you know how
you had to make up for it.
yeah, you know how work is.
Yes.
It's like you just go when you have a lunch break, go find whatever. It's usually like fast food or some bullshit.
Not that much time unless
Right.
unless you woke up earlier than you already had to make something, which we weren't gonna do.
I wasn't doing that.
And I wasn't gonna do that
No,
either. It was
waking
always
up.
just eating out.
Yeah, and so that's when, like, I got lean for the first time, and I did have, I kind of did have a little motivation. I was going to, I think it was Hangout Festival at the time, and on the beach, so that was my first cut, and then that's where I fell in love with the shreds.
Hell yeah! Once you see those abs pop, man, it's over.
But essentially, I keep getting off track. That's what watching. Anyway, we were working so much, and we did a PR day. And this was like one of the last days we worked out together because Colin had to take some time off. But I think he might have had like 285, 275 on the bench. And he was like an explosive guy, so like drop it fast and try to shoot it up.
That's what I did.
Popped. And like
That's
he
why it
didn't even get it
happened.
off his chest. And I was like, ugh.
Yeah. Nah, it's freaky looking. Freaks you out. And like for me, it was like, bro, I've done what I did. And I talked about this 1,000 times. Like, I'm not even bringing it up for the memes. But
There we go.
I tore my pec. And it was with weight that I've used, like I've worked with so many times for years. And it wasn't even like the final rep or something like that. It was just probably because I was freaking rocket launching it off my chest. And then I stretched my tendon out too far and I just wasn't warmed up properly. And I probably wasn't recovered enough because it was a day early than my normal bench. Or, yeah, I just didn't rest properly. It could have been a day after I benched and I just wanted the chest pump because I saw other people doing it and I was an idiot and snapped, but I don't regret it. Obviously, I can't do anything about it.
But Yeah, I'll try to do 315 bench. Lock it in. I'm gonna try it.
Dude, I'm excited for it. But like, dude, fuck bench, bro. I don't even recommend it unless you're like powerlifting and doing like a pause rep, because that's like the safest way to do it. Dude, I don't know. You just get injured. And even if it's not your pec, like I feel like you could just on anything. Like flat benching's so sketchy.
I still have a question. Is cereal a soup? It's interesting. Dude, I love soup. There's like, you hit food in there, I'm going to find it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But I feel like soup is more of like a broth. And
could be, yeah.
cereals, milk, essentially.
Could it be considered soup, though? Imagine that. It's like, hey, I'm going to go get a bowl of soup. It's like 11 p.m. And you just grab cereal. That's not soup. It's like, how isn't it soup? Right? I got my liquid base, and I got stuff inside of it.
I mean, that's why.
Boom.
They named it cereal, though, for a reason. Because there's a distinction.
They named it cereal, but nobody said, hey, like, cereal and milk has to be called something, right? When you put it together, soup.
I see what you're getting at.
Mm-hmm.
I see where you're going with it. I mean, sure. I think it also has to do with the content within the bowl of liquid.
Big morning soup guy.
Are you?
Frosted Flakes, yeah, I love it.
Okay, a weirdo. I like Frosted Flakes. You guys roasted me on the last pod for picking that as the favorite one.
Being your favorite one. I won't lie, I forgot what I said. Colin said s'mores.
S'mores, of course. Yeah, s'mores. Is that even cereal, or is it just dipping s'mores into milk?
Speaking of Colin, you seen his shaved head?
I was going to bring that up.
Mm-hmm.
You robbed that from me.
Yeah, so our final video on YouTube of the cut versus bulk was the punishments, the aftermath, and so I got to shave Colin Nordo's head. Tell me how that video went, Luke. My YouTube video. Tell me how it went. Not the shaved head part. What did we do during that video?
They were like resisting. They didn't want to get their head shaved.
Not the shaved part.
You guys worked out before it?
Nope.
You guys were all hanging out on your balcony. Holden was there.
Did we work out?
I don't know. I asked you. Yeah, I thought you did.
No, answer it. Did we work out?
Yes.
Okay, we did.
Okay, good.
What else did we do?
I don't know.
Did you watch my YouTube video?
I didn't watch the full entirety of the video. No, I can't say I did.
Screw you, dude.
Don't take it personal.
I'm tired of you. You know what? I watched your stupid ass new YouTube video, and you're dragging the pec tear meme, which I created. You're welcome.
Did you create it?
Not technically, but like I started it.
I tore my pec.
So
right.
You created the concept. I started the trend.
Well, guess
Give
what?
me my props.
Appreciate it, Brodie.
Okay, now you have a thing going for you. Now you have a big thing going for you. Like you be using it as captions and pictures and stuff, and people eat it up.
Some people
you are using it to your full advantage.
Some people think I was dead serious. I posted that Instagram picture and I was like 5 years post pec tear.
Some people, some dude, he was talking to Justin, but he talked to me in the locker room at the gym. He's like, I didn't know Luke tore his pec. I was like, fucking kidding me?
That's hilarious.
I almost punched him in the throat.
Yeah.
And then, not really.
Paid him.
But
I paid him.
And then I was like, he was like, when did that happen? I was like 5 years ago, half a decade ago actually.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I thought it was like, something new. I was like, nope. He talks like it is though.
Damn right. And honestly, I probably wouldn't bring it up that much, but you guys laughed at it. Well, originally my videographer,
because you're fine now.
My right hand man CJ, he thought it was funny as hell. Like even like a year or two after the fact, he's like, I saw the video and I just thought it was funny.
I remember.
And he
that.
was like 17 at the time, so I don't blame him. Like, I guess it was funny. I was like making all those weird noises.
Oh.
But dude, bench tried to kill me twice. I tell you that. I slammed it on my chest from arm's length like 2 years before that, and that could have decapitated me. And then
someone like you, yeah. See, I would have caught it with one hand.
Yeah, for sure.
I would have.
But it landed on my chest, so it did nothing. Ineffective. Mm-hmm. I just ate that shit.
Okay.
Went to the ER just to make sure my internals were good.
Pussy.
Which they were.
Cool.
They were like, "Why'd you come to us? You're made of fucking, you're made of metal." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, but I just wanted to make sure." But yeah. So that's when I just pretty much called it quits on flat though. After that, it's pretty gnarly.
It's good. You know?
Dude, you do not want to deal with that surgery. I'm telling you feel like shit. Your arm feels like you have like a half a rubber band, and that's it. And if you go past it for like 6 months, you're gonna snap it again. That's what it felt like. It sucked. It had no mobility. Like I couldn't even like do this. Couldn't even like fully stretch my arm up.
Bro, when
It sucked.
When Ant edited that you were doing bodyweight lunges after your injury, I don't know why that took me out. That was so
I know.
funny.
It's just because I set up the tripod in my garage gym, and I'm like doing workouts and exercising and trying to motivate. You know, show that you could still move, even with a sling on. So like, laugh all you want, Brodie. That's motivation right there.
You motivate me every day.
Thank you.
Every day I wake up, it's like, I want to be half the man Luke is.
Okay. If you could be half the man, that's a lot of man to fill. But, I mean,
It's not that much.
I'm flattered.
You're like 10 pounds heavier to me.
I'm 280. You seen my Snap stories? I'm 280.
Sure, with clothes on.
And I'm also 6'7" on a good day.
With sweatpants. If you're 6'7", I'm 6'6".
I don't know how people even believe anything I say. People dead ass are like, you're not 280. I'm like, homie.
You said 280?
And I said 280.
280.
I said 280.
That's
my
ridiculous.
last little like Snapchat like clickbait whatever.
Mhm.
I just put 280 vegan or some shit, and 6'3" or whatever, just to like piss people off, or get people to believe it because damn near true. But no, I on a real, I don't know how people believe that, but people believe anything on the internet.
Oh, dude. Absolutely.
They believe you're shredded.
Am I not?
Photoshop.
Not right now.
Okay. No, you still have good abs.
I would say shredded. I'm lean. I would say I'm lean.
Yeah, definitely.
Shredded, though, that's going to be summer.
How much weight have you lost?
Summer shreds. From my peak, I topped out at 177. And my morning weight's like probably 169, 170.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not bad.
So I think, because like,
You should just hover around there until you fill it out.
well, when I was thinking about it, I was like, I felt really good at like 165 to 170.
Mm-hmm.
Even 170 felt good. So like, I'm gonna keep chilling here.
There's no reason why I shouldn't, since we're like essentially the same height. I feel like my best at whatever weight this is, maybe like a pound or two lower when it comes to like overall like athleticness, because I'm an athlete. So when I bulk up and get really big and really swollen, super strong, that's when I get a little like, you know, my mobility goes down a little bit, and I feel like, I'm fat.
You know, every time you say you're an athlete, I can't help but laugh. I'm sorry.
No,
Like,
it's okay.
I don't mean in a bad way. You're just like the least athletic person I've ever
That's
met.
what people think, but you just haven't seen my version of athletic. You know?
You also embarrassed us against Connor and Shan. You lost that arm wrestling.
Bro, arm wrestling sketches me like my pec tear. Like tearing my pec, that's arm wrestling for me. Like
He had you like from
dude,
the start.
I mean,
Like,
bro, his
the way-
leverages are insane.
Well, no, even like
Oh,
the way
yeah.
he was already
Yeah.
in the motion.
He really didn't want to lose. I could tell. I've arm wrestled so many people for fun and shits and gigs like that, and they're already trying to give me the wrist. I'm like, bro, come on, make it fair, bro. I'm not that good. I'm strong, so if you have no technique, I might be able to beat you. But like, dude, I've always been stronger than my little brother, and me and him would go at it on arm wrestling. Like, he might have just had better leverages or knew what he was doing, and not to put past that he is actually really strong, but like he'd give me a run for my money, and my arms were always like 3 inches bigger than his, and I always weighed more too, and I'd be like, shit, he's got it. But in the back of his head, he might have just knew like different pole leverages and shit, and I was just trying to like bicep it down. But no, dude, arm wrestling sketches me. I've definitely talked about it before. But the way you just like all of a sudden like everything's going great, and then someone's arm snaps is like, how did that happen? And I get it, like people have their arm out here, but like, I don't know, I just don't want to mess with it. And like for what? For like a shits and gigs little bit clip, and or just a friendly match, you snap your arm. I'd be so sick. Because it could have been so avoidable. Could have just been like, I'm not into it. Or you just like lose quicker instead of fight for your life because you have pride and ego. So that's my whole thing with arm wrestling. Unless I like actually started practicing, learned the leverages, learned like the proper technique, I ain't gonna do it for no reason.
That's my thing with anything nowadays. It's like, I'm not too old to get hurt for no reason.
Yes, and
You know
we're at
what I
a
mean?
peak of our careers in a sense.
Yeah, I don't like.
I'm not saying we can't peak higher, but like it won't help whatsoever if
No.
we have to be in the ER
At this age.
at this age. No,
An injury is not good. No bueno. Means
No.
no good in Spanish.
I know that. I'm Puerto Rican.
Okay.
I speak fluent.
No, you don't. Go ahead.
Yes, I do. I don't like doing it.
Okay, punta.
Okay. He called me a bitch.
Yep.
I can understand that. I'm Puerto Rican.
But no, like the other day for my skit, I was doing a backflip for the scene, and I was like, "This is stupid." I was doing it like on the gym floor.
Yeah.
And the worst part, it took 11 takes.
To land?
Yeah.
Oh,
well, because we got to get the dialogue after I do the backflip, and then Holden was also doing a backflip, so Holden had to land it. We had to come back, so it was like,
Holden was doing a backflip?
you do not watch any of my videos.
Dude, I've been so in my own head, bro.
I have so much going on. Shut up.
Okay, I'll get to it.
Okay.
But Holden was trying to do a backflip?
No, Holden did a backflip. Holden could do a backflip. He used to cheerlead.
Holy crap, he's
you
a
gotta say
big
about
guy.
that?
A cheerleader?
Yeah.
No, dude, I don't judge, to be honest. Do your thing. He talked about it with me before. And I think, honestly, all power to you. If you're a guy and you decide, like, hey, screw it, I want to do cheerleading. 1, you're in there with all the chicks. 2, you have to be super athletic and have good endurance. 3, you also just don't give a fuck what everyone else thinks because stereotypical guy does cheerleading, you get made fun of, you know?
But any male cheerleader could say to any of his friends, I pick up more women than you.
Damn right.
You get it?
Literally.
You
Yeah,
get it?
I get the joke.
Okay.
Because they pick him up, throw him in the air. Unless he was a flyer.
No, but he was yeah, I mean, he wasn't in a bad situation. Meaning he's straight around a bunch of women.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, he was chilling. And, like, again, like I said, like, if you're able to get yourself to do it, it's like, you're not worried about that judgment because everyone knows, like, you're going to get judged, whether someone says it or not. Like, I wouldn't have, but when I was younger, I wanted to get into gymnastics, and I thought that was feminine. Yeah. Because, dude, that's my...
You doing gymnastics?
Yeah, dude.
I'm not laughing at, like, a guy wanting to do gymnastics. Just you doing gymnastics.
Dude, I thought all that shit was cool.
You know, me too.
Yeah.
But I think I thought of the stereotype when I was younger.
Yeah, it was tough.
Because I think I was like one of my friends who was a girl back in, we were young, maybe like, I don't know, 11, 12. And I was like always the kid who would like climb trees, do flip shit. Anyway, I was killing it in the gym.
Yep.
And like the instructor came up to me and was like, you should join gymnastics. I was like, not really my thing. I like told my mom that, and I was killing it. I was doing somersaults and shit.
I'm not gonna lie to you though, but like another big thing of why I wanted to do is the men gymnasts were jacked,
bro.
Jacked.
Biceps and what is like chest, because like you kind of like almost like
when you're
especially if you're doing like
up.
rings or something, bro. Their back, their chest, back, chest, and like arms
striated, shredded.
They look insane.
Yeah, that was also was like another
core
thing.
too.
Yep, and I was like, dude, that's like major athleticism. You're flexible. You could do flips. You probably run fast. I thought it looked badass, and I was like, damn, I would do gymnastics and or MMA. And my brother, I liked dancing too. I wanted to get into dancing, but it was that or MMA, and I got an MMA. Found an MMA class.
Okay, that one got me.
Dancing,
dude. Like what kind? Break dancing.
Break dancing.
You know, I've always wished I could do like a windmill. You know
windmill.
How they just keep spinning on their like their head or their hands.
Yes.
You ever seen that video of the like? It's a little Asian kid and he's crying, and he's like, and then like he goes back to get set up, and then he starts doing a windmill.
Yeah.
And like killing it, and like he gets up and he's still crying, almost like somebody's forcing him to teach him how to break dance.
Yep.
It's funny. You would have to see it.
Yeah, you got to show me after. But that's funny. No, that's sick. I always thought the windmills were the coolest too, to be honest. Like just I don't know. I'm like you're
So
like
sick.
defying gravity.
I used to watch America's Best Dance Crew.
Just watch Step Up. I love the Step Up
Step
movies. Yep. I didn't watch too much dance shows though.
I enjoy movies like that, like Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect was cool. I liked that as when I was younger.
Dude, I wish I could sing. I would have to be nerfed if I could sing, 100%.
Yeah, singing would be cool too. I was a big fan of Pitch Perfect, especially the first one. I was like, damn, they make it look really easy.
Right.
You know? And I was like, but I never practiced that on my own or anything. I was just like, I'll just let them do it.
I don't know if I would. I think I could be able to. I think I'd be able to sing. Or sorry, if I were to be able to sing, I don't think I would let anybody know.
Yeah, dude, that's a big thing though.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like having the courage to like just sing in front of people.
Step Brothers.
Facts.
See, you didn't want to sing for the table.
Sing.
And even his mom, he's like only heard him sing once. What's his name? So, people that never watched Step Brothers.
Brennan
yeah.
and Dale.
Brennan and Dale. Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now Brennan was
Will
a singer.
Ferrell. You met his real name?
Yes.
Will Ferrell. Great singer.
He actually is though.
Friday.
I found out like today that those are really his vocals.
Well, he had that amazing acapella, and then they made Boats and Hoes. I mean, just
Damn, he
absolute,
had a lot of jams.
absolute gem on there. Absolute gem of a soundtrack.
Truly talented, huh?
Boats and Hoes. I mean, come on.
I know. He got the comedy parody type of music.
A lyrical genius.
And he could do like he could harmonize and do like some theater shit on some opera shit, and then I mean that's super talented. And the fact that he's an actor,
a funny actor too.
Yeah, and he's a comedian. Yep. Damn. How do you get stacked up like that?
I don't know.
Damn. I gotta start working on that. But back to what I was asking originally before we branched off. How did you feel cutting Colin and Nardo's head?
It didn't feel great.
You felt bad?
I kind of felt bad. I think he pulls it. I think he should stick to like shave.
Who? Nardo?
No, Colin.
Why?
Just looking at him like it's like at this point it's normal.
Yeah.
I just think he looks better.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like that's with everything. Like when you see a sudden change, you're like, that looks weird.
Yeah.
But then after a while seeing them, you're like, that's normal.
Yeah, that's
you know
a thing.
I mean?
That's a real thing. That's interesting. I don't really take you one for feeling bad for anyone.
Well, no. So he was trying to argue. This was a stupid argument. So we said shaved head from the get-go.
Yep.
And he was trying to say, no, we're doing like a 2-guard. I was like, that's not a shaved head, Colin.
It's a haircut.
Yeah, it's a haircut or a buzz. You could even get in there. We're talking shaved head. He's lucky I didn't take a razor to that head.
Like half, like so no guard, and then you put it on like full naked mode.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, you just take the guard off and you know.
Did he have no hair at all?
Full
like,
naked
not even
mode
like pebble, like the what do you call that? He didn't even have like stubble.
What are you talking about?
When you shaved his head, it wasn't like glassy, right? He still had like stubble.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he still had hair on his head.
How fast did that grow?
Not much.
Yeah, Nardo's already like got hair again.
Nardo's will grow back fast.
Yeah.
Back to where he was, it's gonna take a little minute. But
yeah.
Nordo's got good hair genetics.
You
so
didn't probably feel bad for him.
Nordo's 19.
Yeah,
he's
that's
young.
also
He's a
the
kid.
fact. And he's Hispanic.
Yeah.
Hispanics usually have pretty good hair.
Actually, like Holden shaved his because like they had the bet, and that was definitely worse because Nordo cares about his hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he puts product in it. He does it every morning. So.
Was he sick after? Like,
he was shaking.
He was shaking?
Watching Colin, and like you could just see him like nervous. I know his heart was beating out of his chest, and then when he was sitting down and we were like adjusting the camera, he's just like, kind of looking around.
Did he not think when he said he was gonna like bet on Colin winning that like if you actually lost,
he thought Colin had it in the bag?
Really?
Well, from the get-go,
did he have to choose? Did you make him like have to choose?
I was like, well, they both. So after week 1, that's when we threw in the Holden and Nordo bet. I believe so. I could be wrong, but anyway, they both thought Colin was gonna win. So I was like, Holden, take me. I got us. And it's like, worst case scenario, you have to do a bodybuilding show with me. It's like, that's something he would be into. And so I was like, he's like, okay, I'll take you. And so Holden took me and Nordo took Colin because he thought Colin would win. But your boy is a sweat. It came out victorious.
Yeah, you damn right you are. Sweat.
I don't like losing,
pussy.
man.
Yep.
But at the same time,
he had the big upper hand.
I wouldn't have minded. I wouldn't have minded if he would have beat me.
Right.
It would have just made for like another series for me.
Exactly.
Road to prep or whatever, or what's it called? Road to the show.
Yeah.
Road to show or something like that. But Kyle was trying to argue the other day with me, and I disagreed with him. He was like, "Yeah, but if you think about it, when like coming to the last few days, you could gain a lot more than I can lose."
What? I feel like it's the reverse.
I think it's true to both degree.
Right, because you could stuff your face with like cake and like all this extra water and.
Correct, but he could
not take a dump.
He could just take all water weight out. He could clear his system. He could do all kinds of
sauna suit.
I'm not sure what he did, but we weighed in at the beginning of week 12, and he took the lead, and I was like, holy shit, I got scared. Because like I had the lead the whole time. If I was in the lead like the last week, I'd have been like, all right, we kind of chilling.
Yeah.
But he got in the lead in the last week, and I was like, damn, he's killing it right now. Because he had a 4-pound drop. And I was like, if he really tries like this last week, I was expecting him to drop 5 to 10 pounds. 10 would have been a stretch, but I was like, at least 5. He came in at the same weight. Something went wrong.
Did you think you saw on his face, like
After the weigh-in?
no, not pre-weigh-in? Do you think you already knew he lost?
The final weigh-in or what?
Like the final weigh-in, before you guys, either of you knew you're gonna win. Do you think he already felt defeated?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I felt it.
Yeah. Okay. Damn.
Because, like, the way he walked out the weight room, so, like, after we weighed in, he was just, like, down. Well, so I was like, he was miserable because he was, like, on that fast. So I was like, maybe it's just his energy, but I knew it wasn't a good weigh-in. Because, like, he would have still been, I could just tell by his body language.
Yeah.
And even when we were sitting down, like, we had our little podcast set up type deal, the panel, whatever, I could tell just the way he was talking. Like, there was no shit talking at all. And I was like, he must have fucked up. And I knew that I shot up 5 pounds. And I was like, oh, yeah, there's no way.
Damn.
Yeah. So I didn't think I was going to lose. I was just expecting it to be close.
Right.
But because we had a 0.1% difference, he had the lead. And then I won by 3%.
Damn. There
So,
you go.
I don't know. I just don't think he utilized enough tools. He had work going on and stuff, but man,
Still, I mean,
that is yeah, I know.
I
I mean,
don't know.
look, it definitely is something, but he still could have did better.
yeah, and I don't think
Like, I'm saying, like, he could have utilized the sauna. Like, there's no reason he shouldn't have been in, like, 3 months led up to this, there's no reason he shouldn't have been in the sauna, like, in and out before the weigh-in.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Get all that water out of you.
Dude, I mean, that's what even UFC fighters do that, and like it's not a weight competition; it's just making weight. You know,
Like, dude,
that last second, the literal last hours before it, you could drop so much extra pounds.
I'm sitting there, I'm making sure, pissing everything out. I'm making sure everything in my stomach is out.
Smart.
I'm spitting. I'll just be, like, getting all my saliva out.
Damn.
I don't care. Like,
I wouldn't even think of that. The spitting and stuff and
that's
peeing.
just, dude, I'm cutting my toenails. I'm cutting off all my body hair.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm cutting off, like, anything that can add weight. I'm cutting off, like, I'm getting rid of
Damn.
everything. I'm such a sweat, dude.
Dude, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Did you say that in the YouTube video?
No.
Oh, this is okay.
That's what I would have done. No, I didn't do that. I wasn't losing weight.
Oh. I thought you said you did all that just to secure the win.
I had to gain weight.
Oh,
Luke.
I'm an idiot. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
are. It's okay. That's why we love you on this channel.
I don't know. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I'm saying if I was Colin, that's what I would have been doing.
I hear you.
Right, right.
No, it just blows my mind. Those are all really smart things to consider doing.
No,
if you
like,
wanted to win.
the one thing I did say in the interview is, like, if I was him, I would already have a shaved head. That's, like, realistically 0.2 maybe, 0.1.
Probably
I know
off.
hair is very light, but
You could at least like get a haircut before it.
right.
Anything.
You know, like, I'm picking my boogers. You know, I'm getting everything out of my teeth. Right.
Dude, you think that's crazy?
Yeah.
I mean, it could come down to it, I guess. For him, I mean, yeah. I mean, for you, would you hold your pee and hold your shit?
No, I pissed before.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Were you confident?
I was miserable. There wasn't much video from that morning, like the morning of the weigh-in, because me and him were just both miserable.
Wow.
He was so hungry, and then I was so full, and so disgusted with myself. And then I was, like, trying to stay up, that way I could hold on to the weight, because you always wake up lighter. You know what I mean? A little bit lighter. So I was trying to stay up, pull on nighter, and I fell asleep at, like, 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
And so they called me, because we were supposed to be there at 9 a.m. They called me at 9 a.m. I was like, fuck, I'm on my way. So I was just tired.
Yeah.
I felt like shit. And,
Didn't sleep. Yep.
But worth it.
There you go.
What kind of pissed me off, though, I didn't need to do anything.
What do you mean?
Like, if I came in 1 pound heavier, I would have took the win.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think about. Well, good for you, man.
All good. We're trying to think of another challenge right now. Another series.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're in good
Wouldn't know
spirits
what
now,
it'd
though.
be. You know, if I thought I could do it, or I thought I would even... If I thought I wouldn't hate myself for it, doubling down and doing Road to 200 would have been a good series.
200
Because I
pounds
was
for
177.
Brodie SHREDZ.
I was 177. He was 220. So, like,
Yeah.
we were right there in the middle. Because I know once I get to 180 or 185, I think that's my peak. I don't know how much higher I can go. And for him, he hasn't been sub 200 since high school. Like 215 would be a wall for him. So it'd be tough. But dude, imagine me at 200.
But I think if he did it right and like got a coach or just got someone to help him guide him through his calories and stuff like that, and he actually hit proper cardio, it's really possible for him to do it at 5'8".
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's really difficult for us 5'8" to get up to 200, to be honest. Well, without like letting yourself go.
Right.
Without letting yourself go. Like being sort of buff at the same time and still working out and not being like just a blob. Yeah, that would have been interesting. But the reason why I didn't watch your video, there's not a specific reason. I mean, I saw the results and everything like that. No, I've just been super distracted. Your boy's house hunting.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, wait, I want to talk about that. Did you watch the finale?
The finale?
Or did you skip through it? Like, did you at least click on it?
Yes. Yeah, I did click on it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I watched it. I didn't watch the whole thing through, though.
Cool.
How long was it?
45 minutes.
Yeah, it's like a documentary. Yeah, it's not that like I don't support you or anything like that. No, I definitely do. I just think I see you all the time, and I don't know. I kind of know what's going on.
I'm just gaslighting you.
Yeah,
I don't watch every single one of yours.
Yeah, good.
I do click on like your YouTube videos though.
Oh, thank you. Well, they're short.
Well,
you're
no,
in
like
and you're in them.
They're interesting.
You're in the last one actually.
Good job. Okay. I'm getting No, they're interesting. Like I want to see like the series you've been doing. I want to see the size of people's arms. You know what I mean?
Thanks. Yeah, no, it's been fun doing it. But yeah, no, I've been looking for a house in New Jersey, and it's been a bitch.
So you're dead set on Jersey?
Yes, I'm wifed up.
The prices aren't very good over here.
That's fine. They aren't. It's not fine, but we're gonna make it work. It's expensive. It's tough, and the market's ass. Like you don't wake up in the morning and have all these different options and whatever. Even across the state. Like I would refuse to live in North Jersey. If you're from Jersey, then you know North Jersey is just like it's a different breed of New Jersey. Mm-hmm. It's not the same as the rest of Jersey. It's just like it's almost like the city, and or very very expensive. Like you think where we're looking is expensive. Like anywhere in Jersey is pretty expensive, but you go to North Jersey and you want to find like a safe spot to live with a good neighborhood, it's gonna be like, dude, to get a decent house would be like $800K. It's nuts. And then like we're waking up every day looking for houses, and there's like 2 new results, and one's a shit box and one's just way over asking.
Yeah.
And like yeah.
Luke was showing me some of the prices of the houses over here, and then I was showing him the prices of houses in Louisiana, and it's just a world of a difference.
Dude, it makes me sick to know like how much you really need to spend on a house versus just like where you want to live can make the biggest difference.
100%.
Like the state. Obviously, like if you want to live in the middle of the U.S., like it's going to be nothing, right? Because there's nothing around.
Oh, dude,
but it's tough, bro. I feel like, I've been grinding on this social shit. I feel like I make decent money. I don't know how anyone affords a house anymore. Like, to be honest, bro. Like,
facts.
I make decent money, bro. I'm, like, proud of it. But, like, I don't know how people are doing it. Even, like, my girl works. She has a good job. I'm doing my thing. I'm grinding out. If you compare it to most people's, like, salary, it's insane. But it's still a fist fight for this house, man.
That's true, man. If you think about like a decent house over here, what you think, 500K?
A decent?
Yeah.
No, like, well, I mean, everyone's okay.
Everybody's opinion is different.
Everyone's opinion is different. I think that you could probably spend 500. It might not be in the best town, and you'll probably have to fix it up. Just probably drop another 50 to 100K, depending on like whatever, and it depends on like.
All right, answer the question. What you think? Like 700?
No, I would say like 6,
Okay,
5.5, 5.5.
Imagine that,
6.
like somebody who
to get a decent house, like a pretty nice house,
like a married couple, right? They both bring in decent jobs, right?
Yep.
60 to 80. Let's just put their annually income at 150K.
Sure.
That's like, if you think about it, like 4 years of their life to make that money, and all that money's not going to the house.
Yes. Like, so, well, you have to, yeah.
Wait, I know how mortgage works. I don't want
Right.
to sound stupid here, but like to make the money that would be equivalent to that house, it's like 4 years of their life.
So yeah, both of their salaries, if you weren't including taxes or any expenses, 150 is like almost what you got to put down for like a $700,000 house. Like almost, not
Pretty
quite.
sick when you think about it.
Yeah. So like if you're working, if you got 2 decent jobs, take 2 decent salaries, and you're both working, you have no choice either to have a lucky situation where you could live at home until you could save up, or you got to rent somewhere until, which is also going to suck your money and make it take longer to get to that, down payment goal. But like, dude, unless you bought a house before like 2016, man, it's hard, man. Prices have really gone up, and taxes suck too, obviously. They don't help.
100%. Now,
but no, we're doing it, and I'm fortunate as hell because I'm going to be able to get a house. It's just really about waiting for the right house to pop up, because not all the houses that pop up are nice. And I want to live somewhere like in a pretty decent spot, good neighborhood. Like, I'm obviously being pretty nitpicky. Like, there is options out there, but like I want it to be somewhere I can see myself living for a while. I plan on my brother living with us for a while too. He's in South Carolina. And so I want an extra room for that. And I always envision content too. What are you reading on your phone? You look dumbfounded. You're actually scaring me. Are you okay? Did someone pass? Yeah?
that ass.
Who?
My good buddy from college.
What?
Damn.
Damn, we can take a break.
I just want to see if the boys know about this. We had a group. Okay, this is a live reaction. We had a group of us. It was 4 of us. Damn.
I'm sorry.
He just got a motorcycle.
Oh.
Yep.
Just died in a motorcycle accident.
Fuck. Fucking hate those things, man. Rest in peace, man. But I know.
Fuck, dude, we had a trip coming up. My boy's getting married in June. Fuck, I'm just gonna text them.
Yeah, do your thing, dude. I almost feel like bad that we're still rolling.
All right, pause that. Alrighty, guys, and we're back. Alright, so that wasn't clickbait or anything. I just read an article that one of my good friends from college passed away. One of my best friends, I would say. I had 2 old roommates, and he was essentially our 3rd roommate. Because he wasn't actually a roommate, but he lived with us, basically. Crashed on our couch. We were like the core group. So it took some time to collect myself, call my other buddies who heard nothing about it, so I had to break that news to them. Super unfortunate. Died in a motorcycle accident. Drunk driver, not his fault. So I just want to say, I was trying to think of some memories. I can't think of like anything. But he was always the light of the group. Clown, dude. Funny. He kept up with me.
Yeah?
Yeah. But guys, don't drink and drive ever.
Shitty. Yeah.
2 lives lost right there. Kind of how you were mentioning. He unfortunately passed away, and the other guy is going to go to jail for life. Maybe not, but hopefully.
Hopefully.
For a dumb decision. But we'll probably wrap this up short today.
Yeah.
Because I think the vibe's obviously not there. And I still got a couple people I need to text or call. But Joe Bork, man, it was a pleasure being able to call you one of my good friends. He was one of the guys that, like, when we would go out or we're with a group, me and him would kind of duck off.
Yeah.
And like
Oh, yeah.
go on like a 2-man mission, not like that, but like
I know what you mean.
yeah, just kind of duck off and go do whatever. Just kind of sneak off and find something to get into.
Nah, I
Multiple
know that.
nights when he would just come over to the apartment and we would do dumb shit on the balcony. Played a lot of Rocket League. Played a lot of golf together. He was a G at golf.
Better than me.
Annoying, yeah, way better than me. He
Oh,
played
shit.
he played college golf. He was annoying
Okay.
to play with because he was so good. One of those guys. And just a good dude. Yeah. So the last time I seen him was when I had the sty. I remember. I don't know the exact date. 2 to 3 months ago, maybe. At my buddy's engagement party. So my college roommate, my actual roommate, like I said, we had a group of 4 of us. He's getting married. Seen him at the engagement party, and I was supposed to see him real soon. At his bachelor party. But he just got a motorcycle. He was excited about that thing too.
Sure he was.
I just checked my Snapchat because we still keep up to date with each other, but I got an unopened Snapchat from him. I don't know if I want to open it.
Yeah, I don't know what you do with that. That's interesting. It's like a little unsettling. You gotta open it eventually. Or you just leave it.
He's gonna lose our streak.
Damn. That's the worst of all.
It's obviously a joke. I was trying to make
Light of the moment.
of anything. No. No, I will open it. I'll screenshot it. But
You have Snap Premium?
man, that's why was that?
I don't know. You could just keep restoring the streak or something.
I'm gonna keep paying that $1.99.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, that was a live reaction. So wrap it up here.
Yeah, guys.
I don't know what else we would talk about after that.
Yeah, nah, life happens. And that literally just happened on mid-conversation, mid-pod flow. And yeah, you know, it takes time to really digest like shit like that. Like, not to take anything away from Brodie, but I know what it's like. I've had a pretty close friend lose his life to a motorcycle accident out of nowhere, like 3 years ago. So I know what it's like. Sometimes it doesn't really hit right away either. So, and it would just be a little insensitive to pretend like that didn't just happen or we didn't just hear about it. So I think that moment of silence. And that's it. Any last
Joseph
thoughts?
Bork, it was a pleasure, my friend.
Heck yeah.
Thank you for bringing a lot of laughs to my life. I met him. He wasn't a part of the baseball crew. We were kind of tight-knit on the baseball crew, and I just met him at like the first freshman party I ever went to. And he was so funny. I was like, he's a part of our group now.
Yeah.
And we rode around everywhere. Like I said, we had big groups at one point, but we had our core 4. He was a part of that. And man, sad to hear that. But once again, guys, I'll reiterate: don't drink and drive ever. It's not worth it. Ubers, call your parents, call a friend, whatever it is. It's not worth it. I'm telling you.
Never worth it.
And I don't think it fully hit me yet, but I know it's coming. So I think it's a good time to wrap it up.
Hell yeah, guys. Thanks for listening, watching, viewing. And that's Thinking with a Pump.
Sir.
So,
R.I.P. Joe. Love you, brother.
rest in peace, Joe.